All of the
Yeah.
ones I know right now is very, very good.
Now, why is that?
Hmm.
Hmm.
We'll never know.
You never know.
So yeah, in the top right side, we got the Hollow Sorrow.
And in the bottom left, up 1-0 in this best of three, it's Dice.
Dice will eat your pizza slice. So yes. Great
That's spitting straight facts here. As the man, the TS
facts.
legend.
Oh yeah. Almost spitting as much as these two were spitting banners to each other. But it seemed like they've gone a little bit slower
Yeah.
at it in the beginning here. GLHF point. I don't know why that's so funny now, but after watching all of their fucking match, like what they've written to each other, yeah.
Yeah. It's the little things sometimes. As, ooh, does he get the probe? Doesn't quite. Barely gets it away. Though I feel like Sorrow's going to go on a death march here. Oh, does get the repair from another SCV to make sure that he survives. I mean, that just makes sense, but these assassin probes, these GM probes.
Yes. They are moved like
Cypher
GM
core coming
probes.
down.
For sure. Yeah, everything is very normal so far.
Yeah, yeah. No pylons on the other side of the map. No bonus barracks. We got a little dance in here. Little dance number. Always fun.
Dice took his gas a little bit early though. Did he go gas before barracks? I almost think that he did.
I
Because
think you're right. I think you might
there's
have.
quite a lot of gas already being mined. That's the thing. So I think that he's gonna go for some mine drops, something cheeky here in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
he's
quite
going for a
sure.
quick reactor. And then there's the factory.
Yeah,
Could also be
it,
clones.
for sure,
Um,
for sure. It gives a really nice map presence and kills most of Protoss units in the beginning. Honestly,
Definitely. Got a
Cyclones is
couple
so
Marines
good.
coming out.
I feel like no matter the strategy, Terrans are just doing them Cyclones against Protoss. No matter, just like one at least in the beginning.
Yeah, they're just so safe against so many different things.
Exactly. They're not never being used. Almost.
Hmm. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it's affecting things at the highest level, but I do actually kind of think that they did a pretty good job with the Cyclone rework.
Yeah, I like
It
it.
means you can't just literally make one and be safe from everything. You do have to build several. Um,
Yes.
but yeah,
It feels a bit like a stalker right now. That works a bit differently.
right, yeah. It still has to be very, microed in order to actually get a lot of effect. Ooh, though, that's so much move command out of that adept, which means that I think it is going to. Oh no, and the target fire there does get the one, but two
That's
adepts
a
for one
lot
marine,
of
not a good
resources for
trade.
them. No, it's not. That was very well micro by Dice. Still an
Yeah,
observant by Hollow there. Hollow Sorrow. And I think it's a really funny wall in that Sorrow does here in these maps. It must be for the respect of the Hellions. I must like something like that. Because
yeah, I think you're right.
it's not that efficient by its own army movement, you see. They have to go through the mineral lands.
Right, but it keeps stuff from just running by into his main.
For
That doesn't keep
sure.
the probes safe.
But mostly that's something you would do against a Zerg. Like nothing would really run directly into your main with a Terran like that unless you're scared of those Hellions, I would think.
That's really got to be it. Yeah, even putting his robo in the wall.
Yeah, exactly. A Terran like that would most likely just shoot whatever that's front of them, kinda, or go for the probes. Which are equally exposed. I do like it though. It's kinda cool.
Yeah, definitely,
Yes.
and it must work.
Yeah, he keeps doing it, so he's
Yeah.
GM. Okay, well,
Hmm.
yes, yes.
It does look like Blink
Very.
just finishes up
Ooh,
as we have 4 gates and a warp
yeah.
prism.
And the Stalkers are going out, so this time it's Sorrow looking for some damage.
Yeah, there's a lot of Marines over there. and
It
did not
is.
really thin the herd at all.
There's tanks in both bases, but if Zoro makes enough stalkers, he could potentially just jump the tank in the main base.
Yeah,
Now
the
some
natural is
third
definitely
tank,
looking pretty
okay.
unbreakable. Um,
Yeah, now also his
Good
main
break
base
point back
gets.
though. Clearing out does take a few tank hits there, but does clear out that bunker, which is always good. Gonna build 2 more.
I get that, just to be
We'll
safe.
see. Yeah, a few more
There's only
workers coming
four
in.
stalkers, so Zoro's looking to take the base now. And he's really just looking to see if he can get an SCP or something like here. He's not looking towards to end the game or anything like that, but as you said,
Right.
even the bunker before making him build 2, because Dice might not be sure whether this is a full all-in or just 4 gates with stalkers. It's hard to
Yeah,
read.
definitely. Just once again crack the bunker, and another bunker goes down.
And it's funny because Zoro is kind of showing him that I want to get through something here. Like, yeah, I don't know. As Dice, I would probably think that he would want to have some more gateways behind this than what he actually
Yeah, he
does.
does take the third base, so it's definitely not the all-in version. He cut
No,
a couple of
exactly.
stalkers earlier to get that third base going.
Yeah.
But he also cut an observer in order to afford some more stuff. So the observer means that he can't actually get up into this main very easily without having to expose his warp prism, which is definitely a bit of an issue for the multi-prong pressure. So really, Dice just has to keep like he has here these tanks down on the low ground, and he's perfectly safe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Zoro's even getting some more gates behind this, and just one attack, his robotic space, so he's ready to make some Colossus whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not behind on tech by any means. Well, Dice
No.
have his tanks and his dude. Well, they're both doing a good job with following that tech path, I would say. But Dice is not building a third CC. It's looking like he's going into drop play. Do you think he'll make a huge army and just go for an all-in here? Because it almost looks like it.
It
He
seems like
doesn't
he's kind
build
of standard
any
against
SCVs
this.
either.
Yeah, that is true. He has completely cut SCVs. I feel like a lot of the time he tends to go for
Oh.
a third base once he's built up a bit of an army.
Oh.
But
Mm.
it depends. So it's sort of
It's
the
also
and
what he
there
does
there it
here.
is.
You are right,
Yeah.
yes.
It's the sort of the attack is there to protect the third base because right now, I mean, he would have to charge out into all these stalkers if he wanted to take anything. He can start very slowly leapfrogging the tanks up there, but he'd have to make a tank line all the way down to the bottom.
The drop in the
Um,
top base here of Zoro might even be
oh,
able to do some damage here. While he is
definitely, he's
keeping
got
Zoro busy with the
3
stalkers.
zealots.
That is very dangerous
Yeah,
for Zoro's probe line here. He does
yeah,
see it though,
absolutely.
but it might be a little bit too late.
These 3 zealots are going to come in, but they're already starting to get some damage done, and those probes are not running away. The zealots are not there in time either, which means
He
this
got
is such
quite
a
a few
scary,
probes.
scary army.
Yes,
The
it
War Prism just
is.
trying to hold it at bay as best he can, but he's trying to get everything down to this third base. Doesn't even have a shield battery here, has a single cannon and nothing else.
With
Which
5
means
tanks
Saros.
backing this up, Zoro cannot engage
Woo!
in Dice's army whatsoever.
No, but he's going to anyway. Zealots do come in, don't quite. Ooh, Widowmine picks off the War Prism. Um,
Oh, he
Zealots do
can
clean up a couple more Marines over there, but
he can
this
only
is
defend. He cannot attack into it. I would say
no.
just evacuate the base immediately, or maybe this is enough zealots to break it. Who knows?
Maybe he's pulling off 1 tank,
This
2
is a
tank,
lot
3
of
tanks do go
zealots.
down, 4 tanks go down. Wow, so
Nice.
the Zealot line with the Colossus shredding a lot of that bio. The Marauders are going to survive, but they are going to take out these Colossus unless the probes get pulled. Oh, wow, barely keeps that one Colossus alive as he slinks away into the corner, but now the
And
cannon's going down.
this
Zealots barely get back in time to save those probes, but those Widow
widow
Mines are going to
mines.
clean those up real fast.
Yeah. Oh.
Whew.
And he also took those
Man,
tanks and moved them to the front. I feel like if he just let them be in the back, he would have destroyed him. But he felt confident. I don't blame him, but moving them
yeah.
front, those tanks really gave Zoro the option that he was looking for.
Absolutely, though. Still, Dice up 40 supply, and now up quite a few workers as well, because he's been probing up like a madman behind all this. So Dice in honestly a commanding position at this point, and I don't see a lot of ways out
Yes.
for Sorrow from here.
No, not really. He could evacuate to the other third positioning. I would,
Yeah, but
but
he'd have
then
to
he
build a
also
whole
lose the
base,
mining.
and
Yes,
yeah, you'd lose all that mining, which would be devastating when you're already behind this much at this point.
exactly.
Big disruptor hit could
Oi,
do it.
oi,
Takes out
oi, oi,
4
oi.
Marauders. Woo-wee.
That was exactly what he wanted. Those disruptor shots that can trade more or less freely is exactly how he stays in the game right now. And you even got another
Right.
one coming now.
Yeah. So that's really what it's going to come down to, at least for this end of the mid game here for Sorrow, is can he defend well enough on these disruptors? Though he also, I mean, at this point, the Dice's fourth is already on the way, so Sorrow's hasn't even started. So, oh nope, and just as I say it, there it goes down there, just
Yes,
going for
exactly.
the Great Wall. Oof, though that's such a long path to have to cover.
It is, it is. I'm sure that Sorrow is thinking right now that he just don't hope that Dice doesn't see it, or doesn't think he would be cocky enough to take a base there right now.
Right. I
But he
think
does
I
sort
think
of
you're
need
on
to.
something there.
Yeah, because I would mind do that as well, what Sorrow does, but you just cannot defend it, you know? It's not an option right now.
No. Those rallying probes, a huge tell. Dice for sure knows there's a base down there now. The
Oi.
Vikings, too, coming in to clean up. One disruptor hit, but such a thickness of Marauders.
And there's no
Guardian
immortals,
Shield
it's
goes
only
up, but
zealots and stalkers, so once the disruptors and the Colossus is gone, the gateway units is just gonna
yeah.
completely melt, even with the ghosts
Oh
behind
no!
now.
And the tanking disruptors get absolutely devastated there.
Yeah, and the disruptor gets sniped before the shot go off completely.
Yeah.
This is very well played by Dice. He really took the
Absolutely.
advantages that he could so far throughout most of the
Yeah.
games we've seen him play.
He's just chipping away however he can.
Definitely is, yes. But he
Storm does
also
take out a couple of Vikings.
he does have Storm, but he only got one more.
Yeah. Big EMP there on almost the whole army. Doesn't get all of the storms though he has to use it for zoning, and now Sorrow is drained. That Nexus is going down right now. There it goes. And cannot punish it all for it. The army's just not quite fast enough. And now Dice retreating to his Widow Minefield. Gonna clean up a lot of those Zealots for basically free.
Yes.
Oof.
Don't want to fight there.
And 2 Widow Mines down here. Cleaning up
Oh.
whatever probes decide to rally over. That is rough.
They're gonna be so annoying, but at least spotted by the Golden Cannon. If it's even gonna be fun to before Dice kill it, honestly.
Yeah.
And with the
All these long
Liberators,
distance
just
probes gonna
to
get cleaned up.
yeah.
And that can totally zone out this whole engagement here. Gonna try and run forward. Maybe pick off a couple Liberators, but not before they get a lot of damage done.
He actually picks them all up. I was a little
Yeah.
impressed that he got those.
Though he did take some losses for it, and now they are back. The 3 Marines cleaning up so many probes. Dice now up 24 workers as a Terran.
And he's up
And
top
he
of the
is mining
supply
almost
of
double
Sorrow
hollow.
completely. Yeah. He's up to double
Yeah.
on almost every parameter, and that's why I'm really
Yeah.
impressed by Sora's actually still staying in it, and Dice cannot quite kill it. But with this push into his
Yeah.
second phase, I think he's gonna seal the match now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a coffin nail of an attack here. Though he does decide to run away from the 3 low energy High Templar. Interesting choice there. But I mean, once you take out that 4th, it's like, what are you gonna do? As Sorrow, like, yeah, the
Yes.
3rd's back up again, but
And Dice
Dice
with
is just
4
so far
running
ahead.
bases. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just being as careful as you can be here.
As careful as you can.
Yeah. And all Dice needs to do now is just not throw. And it is in the bag.
Oh yes. But he's
Ooh,
against
big
disruptors.
EMPs.
Or one disruptor. Ooh.
Right. Ooh,
Good
gets a
shot, good
few
shot.
trimmed off there.
Yeah, that was not bad.
He just, yeah, he only needs to get about 20 or 30 more hits like that to start to get back to about even.
Yeah, exactly. Just like,
And
yeah, 30.
yeah, Army of Sorrow completely getting cleaned up while his natural is simultaneously getting run down, and GG is called.
GG.
Woo!
Well played,
Yeah.
guys.